Hello, everyone. This is Marshall B. out in God's country with my co-host Mabel. She's just chilling with me out here in the middle of nowhere, and um, I wanted to talk about heaven has won. What I mean by that is like as life gets more complicated, uh, with raising taxes, civil unrest, Epstein files, and the like, and some of the stuff that's been coming to light is of a disturbing nature, and people are like, why aren't we doing anything about it? I understand people's frustration, and it's like, why is this happening now? It's February of 2026, and there's a lot that's happened within this year. And, it's putting people on edge. The news media just things looks like it's something major is going to happen, and even aliens have been thrown around and whatnot, and it's like, you know depending on how long you've been around, this will make sense to some people or not. And there's a lot of factors of what's going on nowadays, and people that are in positions of power are where they're being exposed on this list, and just things, um, people are report from these, and people don't know what to think, and there's stuff that's coming out that is worse than people don't want to imagine, and people are getting mad, you know because they want to protect children, and this one group preys upon them. And so it's just the tension is getting to a fervent point where people are demanding justice, and they're, dodging the questions and stuff. Then they're talking about aliens, and it's like, you know, something big's going to happen. And I believe heaven has won because the vibrations are increasing on all levels, all spectrums. What was once dark is coming to light, and like the movie The Dark Crystal by Jim Hansen. I loved the movie. I really didn't understand it, when I was a kid, when I first seen it. But I understand it now. Because if you remember, there's the mystics and the Sticksky, the good and bad, and at the end of the movie, the elf like puts this crystal shard in this dark crystal, and it unites the positive, the Skeksis, and the mystics into one being, and the human consciousness that's the representation of our current consciousness. They're divided, but they're united by a center point. And I'm sure people have seen symbols of the yin yang, but it's just like, I think a lot of people's prayers are coming true. Like, why I make the statement, heaven has won, because it's like, it's 2026 and we're still here. It's like they always like make post-apocalyptic movies, with nuclear fallout. Like there's a video game Fallout, and it's just they're trying to, you know, kick off our destruction with nuclear annihilation, I think we would have already done it. You know, not even, yeah, it's just, plus there's people have come forward and stated those facts, like MPs on missile silo sites. So it's like, regardless of the economy or what's happening in the world, still do your best, um, live your dreams. We got a new Chinese Lunar New year of the fire horse, and so it's just like, it's going to be an interesting year. It's just like, shoot for the stars, and your dreams are goals. It's like heaven has one kind of, I think um, something beautiful and wonderful is going to happen, if we go down the route of the disclosure. It's like, um, I'm just very optimistic about the future. I'm not worried about it or anything. I just think heaven has won, and all of our struggles are finally, our life events are going to push us to be the best version of ourselves. I mean, I know it seems kind of crazy with what's going on, in the world right now, but I think it's just a distraction to distract us. It's like, I feel something very positive is going to happen. And I think people don't have to worry about, this or that. I mean, it's going to get to a tipping point. Personally, I think it's going to go on the line of full disclosure, but um it's going to, I don't know, it's like, when I think we need something, we need a new level of awareness of who we are. Because people think we are just this coarse material that we see here. We are more than, we're multidimensional. And we all have our sole purpose. We have many interests. And the more you know, the more awareness you can have about how to deal with the stresses of life. And you kind of have to unlearn what you have learned from your childhood and beyond. And just improve yourself day by day. Find that, like in the Bible, it says, seek ye the kingdom of God, and all will be added unto you. And it's just learning our inner communication with our higher selves, and and just learning how to be in the present moment, because we get caught up in our past, worrying about future bills or this or that, and it throws our inner alignment off. And if you slow down and take a look back, it gives you a different perspective, and you don't freak out. You're able to face life's challenges and move forward. And it's like, during this time of tribulation, crazy weather patterns, uh, aurora lights down in south, or the southern states like New Mexico, places where they normally don't see them, but something wonderful is going to happen. not on a destructive thing, but a positive thing. So it's just, I think truth is bearing or resurfacing, truth surfacing. And, it's like there's a big dam of information they want to keep in the dark, and there's like, the walls are cracking. And they can't keep the truth hidden from the masses. And there is a way that one can, help people during this turbulent time by serving one another. It's like I'm a consultant for LifeVantage, and I can help you. Help you create generational wealth, leveraged income, health. I can help you get more time with your kids and family, and just pay it forward. Then help you get your own business partners. Then you teach them. We help each other get what you want. And I know I have a friend that'll help us change this crazy world one person at a time. And, it's like we all have the power to help one another. And when you learn how to help one another, you'll develop a abundant, prosperous life. So if you want to join hands, become my business partner, and help change your life and your friend's life, your family's life, your loved one's life, let's do this. Let's learn, get more time so we can be with whom we want, wherever we want. And, it's just live your dream life. Develop your own personal heaven, because heaven has won. This is Marshall B signing off. Have a blessed day. Bye.